Hello, everyone. I'm Kevin from the eCloud Valley Managed Services team. When it comes to cloud governance, many companies often feel stuck in chaos. Costs are incurred every day, but no one has a clear picture of where the money is going. And by the time the budget overrun is discovered, it's already too late. This leaves teams under pressure and forces governance to stay reactive and fragmented. Atlas was built to change that. It transforms chaos into clarity by acting as an intelligent cost engine for every business unit. With Atlas, departments can instantly understand their spending, establish proactive budget controls, and embed governance into daily operations, bringing true transparency, accountability, and efficiency to the cloud. Today's session will be divided into three parts. First, we'll look at how Atlas helps set and review budgets and usage limits while tracking deviations in real time. Second, we'll see how Atlas can automatically generate multi-dimensional cost reports, such as by department, project, or tags, and transform this data into visualized FinOps workflows that make cross-department collaboration more efficient. Finally, we'll bring everything together and show how Atlas enables companies to move from reactive fixes to proactive prevention and real-time response. Let's start with a simple question. Do you really know where your cloud costs are going? Many companies say, of course, we review our bills every month. But if you ask the engineering team, which service cost the most last week, which account or project, most can't give a clear answer. The reason isn't a lack of expertise, but fragmented billing data. Costs are scattered across different accounts and reports, and without consolidation, there's no full picture. Teams end up manually pulling data, comparing reports, and doing analysis, a process that's slow, people-dependent, and rarely produces actionable insights. The bigger problem is timing. Anomalies are often only noticed at the end of the month. By then, costs have already spiked, and it's too late to react. So, who's really looking at your AWS bill? Finance? The Cloud Center of Excellence? What about marketing, R&D, or sales? Do they know what their teams are actually spending? Most reports only show overall totals, without breaking it down by department, project, or resource type. That leaves department heads with budget responsibility, but no visibility. They can't see how much they've really spent, where optimization is needed, or where anomalies are hiding. And over time, cloud costs become a black box. Everyone knows it's important, but nobody can clearly explain it. Many people say AWS bills are too complex, but the real issue isn't the bill, it's how we manage it. Most teams only check reports at the end of the month and react after problems appear. That's like driving without a dashboard. You only know you're out of fuel when the car breaks down. Without alerts, visualized data, and clear accountability, governance becomes firefighting instead of prevention. True governance is different. It's continuous, with clear processes, consistent rules, and real-time standards. And it's not about adding more people to put out fires. It's about the right tools and culture to make governance part of daily operations. This is why we need FinOps. FinOps is not a buzzword. It's a governance framework that enables finance, engineering, and business teams to speak the same language and collaborate through shared processes and rules. Its core principle is simple. First, there's inform, making costs transparent so every department clearly sees its own spending. Next is optimize, using insights and alerts to identify waste early and take immediate action to save. Finally, operate, embedding governance into daily operations so cross-functional teams can continuously improve instead of reacting only at the end of the month or after issues occur. FinOps should never be seen as an extra burden. It is governance made systematic and habitual. More importantly, it should become part of the company's culture, where everyone participates and takes true ownership of their cloud resources and costs. Atlas was built to make cloud governance more than just a buzzword. It's here to make it real. In the past, we had to match up reports, jump between dashboards, and still struggled to see the full picture. Now with Atlas, accounts, resources, departments, and projects are all brought together in one unified view. From budget setup to anomaly analysis, the entire process happens on a single platform. No more jumping around in the AWS console. Most importantly, governance rules can actually be enforced. When spending exceeds the budget, the right teams get notified immediately. Governance becomes a daily habit, not a last-minute reaction. Put simply, Atlas makes governance simple, clear, and reliable. Next. let me introduce Atlas. When we arrive at the cost dashboard, this page serves as a cost overview, giving you the simplest way to quickly understand your monthly cloud spending. At the top, you'll see a pie chart that shows the cost distribution of different cloud services such as EC2, RDS, and CloudWatch. At a glance, you can tell which services are consuming the largest share of your budget. Right next to it, the line chart shows the spending trends of the top services over time, helping you see which services are increasing in cost and which remain relatively stable. Moving down, the middle section is the cost trend view. Here, total spending is compared against the budget. The blue bars represent actual spending, while the orange dashed line represents the budget. Any gap between them is instantly visible, making it easy to check if spending is under control. Then, things get interesting with the following tables. Services with the fastest rising costs, such as CloudFront or Lambda, are highlighted in red to draw your attention. Services with declining costs, for example those no longer in use, are shown in green. Scrolling further, you'll find more cost breakdowns from different perspectives, by usage type such as compute, storage, or other service categories, or by department, application, project, or environment, so you know who or which project is spending the most. If you want to dive deeper into spending details, you can switch to the Cost Explorer page anytime. Think of this as a magnifying glass that breaks down every expense in detail. At the top, you'll first see a few key numbers: total cost, average monthly cost, average daily cost. These figures immediately give you a big picture view of whether money is being spent quickly or steadily. The central chart is the essence of Cost Explorer. It allows you to analyze cost trends across different dimensions and groupings. The bar chart shows costs by month, and with color coding, you can easily distinguish different accounts. With just one glance, you'll know which account is spending more and which is saving. If you want a different perspective, you can regroup the data using the options above, by service, usage type, or region. This way, you can quickly answer the core question, where is the money really going? And when resources are properly tagged, you can go further and break down costs by department, application, project, or environment, making cost structure and ownership completely clear. In addition, you can take advantage of the filters and settings above to refine cost trends down to a daily level within any chosen time frame, so you can clearly see whether there are daily usage spikes worth noting. Finally, the table below lists costs across different time periods, just like the charts above. And if you need a report, no problem. Simply click Export CSV, and you can download the data for internal reporting or further analysis. Through the demo, we've seen that Atlas brings 3 core values to cloud governance. First, visibility. It gives you a clear view of spending across all accounts, resources, and services, allowing you to quickly spot anomalies and optimization opportunities. Second, forecasting. By using historical trends and budget monitoring models, you can anticipate overspending and project risks ahead of time, enabling proactive actions instead of reactive fixes. Third, governability. From budget setup, department-level reports and notifications to automated governance recommendations, Atlas helps enterprises build a practical governance system where every team can self-manage their resources. Now let's return to the first question we asked. Do you know where your money is going? More importantly, do you have the tools and capabilities to make cost management part of your daily governance routine? Atlas won't save money for you automatically, but it helps you see clearly, decide wisely, and act proactively. From chaos to clarity doesn't happen overnight, but this first step, we hope to take it together with you, starting with Atlas.